Hello, hello. Okay.
Hello, stream started.
Oh,
Hello.
wait. Wait, you actually could hear that one? Oops. Okay. I didn't notice my mic was on. I was doing some testing before, and I forgot about that. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, talking about testing, there is one thing that I want you to help me test. You see, remember what I was mentioning before? That was this thing that arts wanted me to do, right? Ah, really? Okay. So I implemented a new command. Let me do a little check just to make sure everything is connected. Let's see. Checking plugins, permissions. That is active. Okay. That is active also. Okay. Just doing a quick diagnostics of this. Okay. Let's put it to the test then. There we go. It's actually working. Nice. So you are free to use this as much as you want. You can spam it as if you want. Oh wait, did you not hear that? Really? Huh, hold on. Maybe that means there is an issue over here. Hold on. Hold on. It's a good thing that we did that test. That way I can check the issues. Huh. That's weird. I thought that would like play directly what I thought it would. Huh. But it went straight to desktop instead of... Huh. Hold on. Let me grab a new capture. Dit is Spach. Okay, let's move this to the same channel as mix it up. What is it? Okay. Let's test this one more time. One more time. Oh. Again, it didn't go in through the correct channel. Weird. Hold on. Let me check the volume mixer. Do it again. I'm going to see what is the audio playing. Could it be playing directly on YouTube Studio? What the fuck? Is it playing just on the system? It's not actually like outputting anything to... Huh. Wait. Okay, that's said correctly. That's... What is this? That's just a chat box. Caption, overlay, calibration, audio. Oh, okay.
Slime attack.
Hold on. I think I got it. One moment. Okay, let's see. Is it not here? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. Also, hello FAI. Welcome. Why is it not here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. One more try. Come on.
Violent pickled salmon sport.
There we go. There we go. Chibi is working. Chibi me is working. Nice. I was wondering why it was not working. Okay, I figured it out. And I can set this to specifically 6. That is done. Okay. Nice. So now I welcome you to spam it because I need to make sure this is like secure. Yeah. Also, there is one more thing.
Lore accurate Verthandy height. Mine anger will be understood by the god.
Oh wow. By the gods? Which one specifically? Let's see. Can I connect this to YouTube? 1 second. Let me see if I can pull the
Your mom.
string key. Oh. Seriously? Wow. connected to YouTube. It didn't trigger correctly. Oh, can I just connect directly to the stream? I wonder. Hold on.
Yo mama's so pretty, she is just pretty.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Hold on. How about this? There we go. I think that's working.
Ricardo Lusoli says, nice. At least say her grandparents, they already surpassed human limitations.
That's indeed true. Now it can ring chat. Nice. Yes. So whatever you type, it will try to read it to me. Yeah.
Hello, Mew. How
Hello,
Ricardo
I'm doing.
Lusoli says, noise.
Nice. Yeah. Hello, Mundo. How are you doing? I have a chibi.
Ricardo Lusoli says, yo. Check this new command.
Yeah. I have a new little chibi mascot. Yeah. How do you think?
Mundo96 says, you got a little Mew sitting on your shoulder hushed, face.
Yes. And it talks. I also purposely selected the most annoying voice I could find. Yeah.
Ricardo Lusoli says, by the way, I randomly had an idea on how to screw you over.
Really? What kind
We're
of
Mew
idea?
and Mew is us.
Chat has become an incarnation of TVMe Gremlin version. Yeah. By the way, I set it to different parameters than my own, so it should move slightly differently than I do. Yeah.
Ricardo Lusoli says, so basically, if someone uses a hostage against you, you will go for the kill in any scenario, right?
Yes, I will aim for the kill. Indeed, I will start using lethal damage. Yeah, I will go for lethal. Indeed, you are indeed correct.
Ricardo Lusoli says, even if that hostage is royalty in front of a lot of witnesses?
Yes, even then, I will do that. Yes. In fact, one of the lore things that I want to implement in one of the games is a scenario very
Ricardo
similar to
Lusoli
that.
says, yup, that's pretty much it. Finish I'm.
Finish I'm. Finish you. FBI? Wow. Wow. Maybe I should disconnect the blinking from my own because I notice it's blinking at the same time as I do.
Finish me, I need to go back to work.
Oh, if you wanna be finished, type exclamation
Ricardo Lusoli
explosion.
says, basically turn an entire country against Laura Ulamau.
Yes, basically. That actually happens in my lore. Yes. Not at the point we're at, but yeah. It happens.
Yas Queen Slay E.
Explosions? No, it's explosion. Singular. You are not going to become a frag grenade. You only get one explosion, and you will be happy with that.
Ricardo Lusoli says, like Meguman.
Ah, wait, why is... Oh, that's a different command.
FBI again says, Xxploa Uj 50U. FBI again says, I'll frown.
Type explode.
That trend was so 20 minutes ago.
Ouch.
DZ says, hello.
Ouch. Ouch. It's the first
Historia
time
says, this command is currently on cooldown, please wait another 5 seconds.
I need to maybe add Historia to the sections of the GBTTS. But yeah, now this chibi is going to be quite active, I would say.
Ricardo Lusoli says, does this really have to apply you every comment?
You see, this is maybe a preamble of me actually implementing an AI for this little one. So you can
Ricardo
actually...
Lusoli says, 2.
So you can actually talk
FBI
back.
again says, good luck on the slime attack.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to be making that animation. Indeed.
Ricardo Lusoli says, oh, fair enough.
What do you sound disappointed about that?
Ricardo Lusoli says, are you gathering data for it yet?
Not really. Currently it's only tapping on the chat and reading it out loud. It's not actually gathering any data yet. I need to check what kind of AI I'm going to use, how much it will cost me, and how often I can actually use it. Yeah. Yes. Also, by the way,
Ricardo Lusoli says, you heard her fellas, save the memes to feed it for later.
now you're worrying me. It doesn't actually read every chat immediately. The reason is like reading currently every chat is because it basically has a 5-second delay where it will check from the newest messages one. It will pick one to read. Yeah. If you were like chatting more, it wouldn't be reading every single chat.
Ricardo
be-
Lusoli says, yes, worry.
I'm actually worrying. I'm imagining you guys feeling it like the brain rot that Kilfara was using on the Souls streams. And that's actually scary. Huge fun. Yeah. And like I was saying, every 5 seconds, she checks chat, right? From the messages, she chooses one and reads it, right? So if you guys are like typing a lot, it won't be reading every message, just one from the accumulated every 5 seconds, right? Can the AI be
Ricardo
capable?
Lusoli says, can the AI be capable of using commands? Would I be able to hypothetically teach it to use metal pipe?
Yes. In theory. Indeed. In theory, you could be capable of doing that. Yes. Oh, by the way, this command up here, the one the hint just mentioned, it no longer works. It became this TV guy. Yeah. So the exclamation TTS no longer exists. Now it's just TV. Yeah.
Ricardo Lusoli says, I really wish I could convey the evil grin forming on my face right now.
Oh wow, really? You know another thing? I really want to give like the AI a very specific and personal voice, right? I have like this like idea of what it should sound like. Yeah. So I was thinking on maybe creating that particular voice synthetically because I doubt a voice actor will let me.
Ricardo Lusoli says, and what about this TTS then?
That TTS
What about this TTS then?
it still works. Yes. That TTS is still active, indeed. Hmm. But yeah, it would be interesting seeing what the AI will become. Yes. But I think that's a talk for long later. I can say I can actually implement it probably really easily without the voice, right? Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I could even like make it a character. Hmm. Can I comment without reading it aloud? I can just disable that.
Ricardo Lusoli says, can I comment without it reading out loud?
I just disabled that. So I won't be doing it that anymore. I could also make it so the timeout is like bigger, like I don't know, 30 seconds or something. What would be a nice amount of time, I wonder? Currently, will only speak if you use the chive command. Yeah. Yes. $30 is enough, really? Okay, let me set it to 30 seconds. Now it's 30 seconds. I also can add you to the exception list. I can make it so it doesn't read the messages of specific people. I made it so it didn't read like Historia and then I forgot to add Historia. Yeah. I can simply add like a band word that you can include in your message, and that way it won't read it. Yeah. Let me see.
Ricardo Lusoli says, probably something to prioritize the largest message to maybe? So it ignores things like yo.
I can set it to be to a very specific thing. Let's see, what is the moderation tab? There it is. Okay, let's add yo. If you say yo, now it will ignore the message.
Ricardo Lusoli says, haha, now I can speak without triggering Chibi yo.
It didn't work. Hold on. Let me check. Okay. Try again. Maybe we'll just replace the world, because I also have a replacer.
Boop boop boop.
Yep. Okay, it does replace the words. It doesn't actually just ignore the message. You can go to select messages to change width, like different words you want the filter to say instead of specific words. That would be funny. Eso. Init. Hold on. Okay. I just added those.
Ricardo Lusoli says, like Desi or in it?
Yeah. Give it a try. Put a yo in chat. I wanna see if this works. Yeah. Just to see. Alright, there is a delay.
In it.
What did it say? Huh? Hold on. One more try. Replay.
Desu, in it.
Oh, so it just like changed the whole phrase to Desu in it. Huh. He didn't read it. Interesting. How about I leave it as desu?
Desu.
There you go. Just desu. If you use yo, it will only say desu.
Desu.
It's really like weird the way it just says desu. Very, very like monotone. How about this one?
Ricardo Lusoli says, Lamau.
Okay, I changed the filter word. Let's see what it says now. Will it be as monotone or should it be a little bit more clean, I wonder? I could also just add something different. Hmm. And do not forget there is a whole like 30-second delay.
Nya. Nya.
Oh, it matched the jaw in you, and it filtered it. Oh, that's something I didn't expect to happen. Let's clean the banned words again. And I can then replay this one.
Warning, do not touch the chibi, it has a little rapier and it is not afraid of using it to stab thine filthy hands. Warning, do not touch the chibi, it has a little rapier and it is not afraid of using it to stab you.
Oh wow. Now it's threatening people. But yeah, it seems to be working perfectly. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah.
Ricardo Lusoli says, there's a clear difference between a threat and a warning.
Is there? Many. Well, I suppose there is. I was like thinking it a little bit too weirdly. Yeah. Also, apparently this thing that I got supports multiple TTS readers, apparently. Which is quite interesting. I'm kinda tempted to try it out, but I don't know if I should. Maybe I should first like figure something other stuff out. Yeah. But yeah, I can actually set it up.
Ricardo Lucili says, maybe later.
Yeah. Maybe later. Hmm.
Ricardo Lucili says, morally questionable things.
Is that a self-report? Well, I was checking the configuration I need to use to enable AI, and it doesn't seem that difficult, actually. I could even have it running for next stream. Well, I can check that later. Okay, shall we go to the development room? Let's see. Let's move to the room.
I'm still at work, just wanted to see what the chibidoki is happening here. Hello Mew, waving hand emoji. How's everyone doing? Victory hand emoji.
Let me bring my little meal.
What about this TTS then?
That it is as bugged as before. I'll be buzzing it. Well, see, it doesn't read every message, just one random every 30 seconds. Okay, let me open everything. One moment. Let's see. This. What? My chibi? It does work, because it's a separate program to my OBS, not integrated like the other TTS. I also need this thing. There we go. Banana smoothie salmon. Wow. Oh, you didn't hear anything? That's weird. Oh. Hold on. I forgot to add the audio source on this. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. Now it should be working. I need to fix this. Excuse me. Yeah. There we go. So, we want to make this little slime have a few more frames and execute an attack animation. That's the current goal? Yeah.
Just look at that little brick, judging people like it was not in eating distance.
I think it looks quite nice. We now need to make a new one. No, you don't need to stop. Actually, it's
Ricardo
useful.
Lucilli says, okay, I'll stop now.
It looks edible. Indeed it does. Yeah, but I actually want you to actually be spamming the chibi one, because I will be sending clips of this stream to ours to use for the announcement of this chibi version.
Ricardo Lucilli
Kinda?
says, it looks so edible.
Indeed it does. Why did it sound so like smug about it? Even though it has no AI, it kinda sounds like it has a personality. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay, so I want to make an attack from this, right? So I think I will start here.
Okay, you gave me the green light. Whatever happens from now on will be on you, Mew, ha ha ha.
Yes, I get it. I was thinking of maybe starting here on frame 1, right? And then go backwards. Like this. And then go forwards, creating the attack. Right? So maybe moving this frame. Actually, let me make this a new version. Slime attack. There we go. So what I'm going to do is move this to the second frame. So it will go like this. And then it will move like this, but I also kind of want it to rotate. Right? How do I rotate here? Like this. Ah, it didn't quite do it. Let's do the outline. Did it affect the entire thing? Not just the single frame? Okay, that's better.
Ricardo Lucili says, I wonder if those slimes would run in fear if some crazy maniac chased them with a spoon.
That's a good question. I think they would actually attack you instead. But once you start like trying to eat them, they might run. I have no idea. Then again, they might just simply not survive the counter, like flat out. So now it looks like this.
Like, imagine there is a group just chilling, then said maniac jumps down from a tree at one and starts eating it like a rabid animal.
I think they would just attack first. Maybe if they see you kill two, they might run. I have no idea because these guys are like not particularly intelligent. Also, they are very weak. So one hit is enough to basically take him out, right? So okay, let's see. So let me modify this. And I will clean it up later.
I don't care how intelligent they are, either they learn to fear me or go extinct.
Wow, that's quite a declaration. Wow. Wow. You are going to make them fear you? Even if they don't want to? Okay, let me clean this up a little bit. So let's start with the outline. Okay.
It's not a choice, it's natural selection.
It does sound like it would be natural selection, not gonna lie. Yes. What's up, cat? Hold on, my cat wants to leave the room. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'll leave you with Chibi. Yeah.
Consume slimes.
I'm back. Some slimes. Well. Let's see. Let's clean this outline a little bit.
Imagine a slime that instead of slime had your grandma's sauce.
A slime? And your grandma's sauce? That would be a fucking dangerous slime. That would be horrifying. It would be like a slime that learned the pepper spray attack. Yeah. It would be like one of those frogs, the colorful frogs that poison you the moment you touch them. Yeah. That would be horrifying. Not gonna lie.
At least with the frogs you get the mercy of death.
That's true. With the sauce, you don't. Okay, that looks more clean. Let me fix the transparency. Then we can go to the next frame. And I can fix the outline here.
Historia says, a false goddess, crafted from illusion and divine mimicry, was elevated to take her place. With the world's anchor gone, reality began to drift. Few noticed. Fewer remembered.
Oh, it would be really nice if I had Chibi reading lore. It would be interesting, right? Or am I just too hopeful? Good work? Really? I'm going to get me a voice like the old lady that reads the lore for the opening of Elden Ring. Excuse me, Dark Souls. You could even give it a little book. That would be really nice, actually. Yes.
Ricardo Lusoli says, you could even give it a little book.
Yeah, it would be really nice. Not gonna lie. I think I'm actually... Hold on. We are still here. We jump. Here I should not have the button anymore. So I can remove that. The same over here. This should be clean. Okay, so we are here. The outline is still not quite clean. Probably because of this. There we go. And I need to switch this to that. It looks like a trip and he's about to face on the floor. That would be very funny. I'm going to admit. Yes.
Ricardo Lusoli says, it kinda looks like it tripped and is about to face plant into the floor.
Okay, next. We need to fix the outline. Should I add that repeat in animation? That would be very funny.
Ricardo Lusoli says, a trippy what?
A tripping animation? A trippy what? Where it actually trips. Yes.
Ricardo Lusoli says, oh yeah, that would really be funny.
I also need to fix the face. It's looking kinda iffy. At least the mouth is looking a bit weird. Then we go to the next one and I need to fix the outline again.
Ricardo Lusoli says, would.
Really? Wow. You would? Wow. Wow. Unexpected.
Ricardo Lusoli says, it was a grammar correction FFS.
See, TTS makes everything more funny.
Ricardo Lusoli says, are you unable to see the asterisk?
I did see
And
that.
Death not here to lurk tonight.
Oh, hello Joshua. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's fine, it's fine. Yes. I did see the asterisk,
Joshua
but
Wallace says, I'm deaf not here to lurk tonight.
it's fine, that's fine. It seems the TTS doesn't read the asterisk. Yeah. Double TTS? Yeah, I kinda need to fix that. Yeah. Also have this little guy right here in my shoulder reading chat.
Joshua Wallace says, double TDS?
It's not double, it's just my chibi. Yeah. Chibi having fun. Indeed. That's looking nice. Next. That is already looking nice. Let's see how it looks. Maybe it has a little bit many frames.
Joshua Wallace says, little slimy boy.
Maybe I will remove this one. Let me remove this frame. So it looks a little bit more clean. Yeah, little slimy boy. Indeed.
DZ says, I'd like an eye between my TTS.
You like an eye between your TTS? What do you mean? Huh? What? Huh? Nice looking floor. I was thinking of adding like shadows to the...
Ricardo Lusoli says, wow, such a nice looking floor.
It does look like that, huh? I was thinking of maybe adding a shadow to the sprite so it looks more clean in general. Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Nice. Yes. Okay, Joshua. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Thank you.
Joshua Wallace says, I'm going to play a gamey game but keep stream open. Also, I am excited for Terraria tomorrow. D.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for lurking. Yes. At least this chibi is making the stream a little bit more entertaining. Okay.
Joshua
Okay.
Wallace says, I'll keep listening. Smile.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I need to change the shine now.
Joshua Wallace says, not lurking if I tab out ever so often to chat.
Yeah. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you. It actually is very helpful. Oh wow, it actually modified the rest of the phrase. Except for this one. Ah.
Ricardo Lusoli says, FFS stop shadow banning my messages YouTube.
Oh, it's been like deleting your messages? Really? Wow. That's unexpected. Really?
DZ says, shadow ban my yo mama joke earlier frown.
Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does that. Yeah. That's kind of weird. I will admit. Okay, let's fix the face because it's a bit weird. From here onwards, it's
Ricardo
kind of weird.
Lusoli says, I am not even saying anything explicit or improper.
Yeah, I have not used to like shadow bans messages for no real good reason. Yeah. I did notice that quite a bit.
Let's see how funny it will be when I shadow ban their knees.
Wow. Wow. The chibi is getting aggressive. Apparently. Now that I noticed, I didn't fix this one. Huh. It's just kinda mostly correct, and that's why I kinda ignore it.
DZ says, the censorship in the West is worse than China TBH.
That's not true. You have no idea how awful the China censorship is. That doesn't look well, right? There's this game called Artist. The pixel animation is really smooth despite being really simple. Really? Huh. Artist. Yeah, the gap is getting smaller, that's for sure.
Ricardo Lusoli says, sadly the gap between those two is getting smaller and smaller.
Let me check that game, Artist. Is it on Steam, I wonder? Artist Impact? This is actually one game that I was referencing to study the animations.
DZ says, yes, Artist Impact.
Yeah. This one was a game I was actually studying for its animations. Yeah, I saw some videos of the animations on Twitter and I was like following the creator. Yeah. I also agree those animations are quite impressive. Yes.
DZ says, imagine making your Pixel Tuber model animated like that.
I will actually love it if I could do that. Yes. I actually talked to Ars about it, and he told me it would be a bit weird, but it can be done, yes. Now let's see how this looks real quick. Okay, it's looking kinda okay, just the mouth is looking a bit very Yumeniki kinda monster at some points for some reason. Yeah, that game
Ricardo
is
Lucilli
impressive.
says, okay, the art of that game looks smooth as heck.
Yeah, that game is impressive when it comes to its animations. That's for sure. Yeah. That looks weird. That looks okay. That looks a bit weird right there. Okay, now let's see the animation. Hold on. That looks a bit weird, actually. Ah. Okay. Should I squish it more? Because it doesn't look like a jump.
Everybody do the flop.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I have no idea how much time they dedicated to that. But it looks awesome. I will admit. Yes. How about I make this a little bit smaller?
DZ says, also the game reminds me of Nier Automata. White-haired female, cube robot companion.
It does kinda look a bit like Nier Automata. Not gonna lie. And that's not a bad comparison. I also did notice that. Yeah. The other day I was seeing this game that looked really, really good. I was like, that looks awesome. It looks a bit like an anime, right? And I was like, good job, good job. And then I saw the animations and I was like, oh, that looks like you are playing with dolls. It looks like something. The movement looked very clunky. And I was, oh no. That could have been such a good game, but now it looks like a cheap MMO. Yeah, it was kind of painful.
More stiff than, joke censored by God himself.
Very cute. Really, you like it? I hope it looks cute because otherwise this is for nothing. I need to make this a little bit smaller.
Ricardo
let's see.
Lusoli says, yes, good and edible.
Cute and edible. He's getting there, he's getting there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely he's getting there. Okay.
Ricardo
yeah.
Lusoli says, by the way, have any of you ever watched Sword Art Online Abridged?
I don't know. I have watched Sword Art Online, but you see, I loved the first season of Sword Art Online. Not so much the later half of the first season, right?
Joshua Wallace says, I watched it update.
Ipti? So, because I like it so much, and I heard it was so bad after that, I was like, I don't want to destroy that impression, right? So I simply stopped watching because I was like, I'm not going to.
Historia says, check my Twitter. https://x.com/muverthandy.
Oh, wow! You actually read links, huh? But yeah, I didn't want to break my impression of the world, so I decided to not actually watch.
Joshua Wallace says, awesome plug Historia.
I feel like this has too many frames still. Oh, now that looks way more clean.
Ricardo Lusoli says, but seriously, you guys have to watch the abridged version of Sal. It ended up being an improvement.
It actually was an improvement. Okay. If I, like, delete the last frames, maybe it will look better. Okay, let's throw it to frames.
DZ says, I've only watched like 3 episodes of Sao and dropped it because it was pretty bad, so I believe you.
Really? I like the first half of the first season. And then they became a little bit much. What to call it? Harem for service bullshit. So. Yeah.
Ricardo Lusoli says, yes, Kirito and Asuna got turned into sociopaths and that somehow made them a more stable couple.
Wow. You are like selling the bridge to me. Should I remove this frame? I'm like considering how to make this look more snappy. Can I make it so it doesn't loop? How do I make it? Ah. It's still looping. How do I make it so it doesn't loop?
DZ says, in the original Sao, the other players have room temperature IQ, as if they've never played an MMORPG before, so I dropped it.
Ah, I see. Yes. That does make sense. Yeah. The issue where every single character is like dumbed down so the hero can shine? Yeah.
DZ says, same with Shield Hero, why would a party kick out their tank? I dropped it at episode 1.
I see. I didn't really like watch Shield Hero like at all. Does that look more snappy or?
Joshua Lawless says, Shield Hero Season 1 was the only good season emo.
Really? Shield Hero Season 1 was the only good one?
Ricardo Lusoli says, yeah, I don't even bother with that series, I read the light novel until the end and the end sucked more than, joke censored by God itself.
Okay, this looks okay for an attack. Yeah. This actually looks okay. Maybe I could place this one a little bit higher. Yeah, this one I could maybe move it a little bit higher. Like that. Move everything higher. Now that looks really clean, actually. Got a feeling that most of these game world autos have never
DZ
touched a
says, I got a feeling that most of these game world genre authors have never touched a video game before.
game. Yeah, it does feel like that. Yes. Or more like, they never actually tried to make a game. Because I noticed that they see the world on a very player perspective kind of way. They are like, they make the characters look like they are the OP
Ricardo
protagonist.
Lusoli says, very nice.
Yes, it looks really nice. Yeah. But yeah, it feels like they put the hero on the shoes of a very like OP character. Like they are playing a power fantasy game, like Doom, basically. Instead of something more like an MMO, which is what you would expect from a series like that. Yeah. That's basically the issue, I believe. Because also most of the people, the characters they make, they are like so fucking unrealistic to what players actually are in a video game. That is fucking painful.
No overpowered cheats for you nerds. Crawl on the mud like the maggots you are.
I don't know if you guys have seen the Job Stripes series on healers. Have you guys seen that one? I wonder. Or have you not? Question, real question, actual question. Have you guys seen that? Let me look it up real quick.
DZ says, yay, I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch that? Okay, one moment. Okay, here we go. I will post it in chat so you can watch it. It's just a minute, just so you guys can see the difference between a player and an enemy character when it comes to healers.
Ricardo Lusoli says, hell no.
This one. Give it a little watch. Open it on a new tab, don't just navigate off. The difference between an actual player healer and an anime healer is really funny.
Verthandy says, https://www.youtube.com/watch?v = 2sal.
Okay, I'm going to make you so you don't read links. I think that's a good idea. Link reading disabled.
Ricardo Lusoli says, oh, I saw that one before. No, let me read links. This is text-to-speech discrimination.
Text-to-speech discrimination? Not even chibi discrimination, text-to-speech discriminations. Well, I allow you to read emoji, so you cannot complain. Even though you have not read a single one. Me. Because people apparently in my chat don't use emojis. Okay.
Ricardo Lusoli says, Lamau.
I think it looks pretty good, in my opinion. So let me save this. And let's export it. File export as spreadsheet. Output file attack png export. Okay, now that we have that, let me see if I can integrate it into the game real quick. Enemies, shipwreck, slime, attack. It would be replacing this one. This is the current
Ricardo
attack animation.
Lusoli says, oops.
Oops. Wow. This is the current attack animation of the slime. Right? Actually, what we have here is the wind up. Is it the wind up? Hold on. I think it's more like the wind up, right? Yeah, I think that's the wind up. Hold on. Let me duplicate this. And I will call this one deprecated sprite. And then this one I'm going to modify. Image, import strip. And I want my attack. There we go. Frames is a total of 6 frames in one row, 32 by 32, no spaces in between. Got it. Meow. So now we have this. And the FPS is a little bit too fast. 8. Is it too fast? Should I duplicate these frames right here? That looks better actually. Huh. Okay, let's see how it looks in action. Alright, I forgot to add the enemy. Whoops. Enemy. Slime. What?
DZ says, he changes size.
Change his size? Yes, he did. He kinda did. Not gonna lie. Oh, it's because the movement starts until later. That's an issue. Oh. Yeah, the wind-up doesn't look good because of the way I set the attack. Because it would need to start moving before the attack actually triggers. That's why that one looks nice. And that doesn't. Ah, I need to change it, actually. That doesn't go right. Right, this is part of the attack, right there. And this is the wind up right here. Maybe up to here we can have it, and this is the rest of the attack. Or maybe if I speed up the animation, maybe? Hold on. What if I set this animation speed to something higher? That almost looked correct. No, it has a bit too many frames at the end of it, sadly. Yeah. Yeah, I need to modify this. That doesn't work. Okay. So I need to remove a few frames out of the end. That's for sure. Will the creatures in your game have silly names? I didn't really consider it. There is one
Will the
boss that
creatures
has...
in your game have silly names?
Basil says, will the creatures in your game have silly names?
I have not considered it, but there is one boss that has a little silly name that I put it because I thought it was funny. Yeah. Okay, so first I kinda want to make this a bit different. Also, hello, Basil. I will duplicate this frame. Right? And I want to make this guy a little bit chubbier.
Ricardo Lucili says, hello.
Hello!
Historia says, join the Patreon. and get free access to my game's prototype.
Indeed. I think having Historia doing that is kinda nice, actually.
That was not a suggestion, it was a demand. Do it now. Ricardo Lusoli says, Lamau.
That actually scared me.
Historia says, you do not have the required 1 boom to do this. Current, 0.
Wow.
Historia says, Ricardo Lusoli has the alerts, Crash X4, Elephant X4, Explosion X3, Howl X1, Lobotomy X3, Metal Pipe X59, Nyanum X4, Scotland X7, Surprise X14.
Wow. I really need to make some exceptions to the DTS, I suppose. Maybe I should make it so Historia actually uses the chibi command. That would be a good idea, I think.
Scotland forever!
Historia says, Ricardo Lusoli used Scotland.
I can tell. You don't need to inform me like that. I can tell. Okay, this looks good.
Ricardo Lusoli says, when Chibi says it like that it sounds like I used an entire country as a consumable, skill or spell.
It does sound like that, actually. You are indeed correct. I thought I had fixed everything in these bits. Was I mistaken? Let me do a once over just to check.
Ricardo Lusoli says, like that Sephiroth meteor attack, but instead of a meteor is the entire country of Scotland.
That would be quite the attack. Imagine that. You hear the scream, Scotland forever! And then you see the entirety of the physical territory of Scotland coming down on you. That would be horrifying. Actually, now that you mention it, it reminds me of that meme where the entire internet greeted Mario and Luigi got kick his ass. In a fight? Really? Huh. I don't think I saw that one.
Ricardo Lusoli says, actually now that I mentioned Sephiroth, it reminds me of that meme where the entire internet agreed that Mario and Luigi would kick his rear in a fight.
Okay, let's make this the wind up. Let me delete this.
Ricardo Lusoli says, I'll post it on Discord.
Oh, you will post it on Discord? Okay. Let's export this as a
Historia
wind up.
says, instead, they wasted what little time they had to escape.
It would be nice to have Historia narrating. Yes.
Hola.
Hola, Belly. Hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Welcome. Let's see, I want
At Bailey says, hola.
Hola. Bienvenido, Belly. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Hola, hola.
Deezy says, hola.
Hola. Okay, that kinda looks good. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that actually kinda looks okay. It's just that we don't have the continuation of the animation. Maybe I should make the animation a little bit longer. Let's see, I will add a few more frames here. Make it bigger. That actually looks quite nice. Okay, we have this, right? And the other parts, this was the attack itself. So I can maybe duplicate this a few times. Over. So it looks like this. Right? And from here is where we change to that. There is a big jump right there. But I think that's fine. How many frames of attack do we want? Currently our attack has how many frames? Quite a lot apparently. Four, 8, 12. Okay. 60 frames is too much. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
DZ says, 60 frames.
60 frames is too much. It's too much. I would be here like weeks trying to finish this thing. Okay, let me clear these ones right here. Right. Wait, did it not delete them? Oh wait, does it just...
Enough
delete the
frames to
selection?
hold all the photos needed to capture the full image of your mom.
Wow, really? Wow. Wow. Okay, so I want 12 frames. Let's see.
Historia says, check my Twitter.
Yes, please do. How about if every 2 frames I lower the height of the slime by 1?
Ricardo Lucili says, Lamau.
Right, and then I copy and paste this twice, then grab these 2, and then just go down 1, then copy paste the frames, grab the 2, and just back. That it will look like this. There is one frame that is not correct. This one. This one should be lower. Right? So we are here, then we go down. Then these 2 should be going lower even. So we go down 1 more. 1, 1. 7 and 8. Two and 3, 4 and 5. 7 and 8 should go down 1 more. Six and 7. This one is meant to be lower even.
Historia says, you bought 5 cat ears for 500 crystal shards.
Oh wow. 5 cat ears. Oh, by the way, my chibi doesn't actually have those toggles. Sadly, it has other toggles, like this one. Or this one. Or that one. Or this one. This one also. Oh, it has a smooth?
Ricardo Lucili says, Lamau.
What is that? Number 9. Let me see that one closer. Hold on. It is a smooth one. Ah. Wow, there is actually a small one. That's actually kinda cute. Not gonna lie. Okay, let me try to fix this. Because the moment is like not quite satisfying me. Okay, I suppose that looks kinda okay. Maybe I will like add the chibi toggles to the TTS. That would be good. I believe. Yeah. What do you guys think? Perhaps? Really, you don't want to have control over this when you have the TTS enabled? Really?
Ricardo Lusoli says, mayhaps.
Perhaps? You can combine them apparently.
Ricardo Lusoli says, at Basil then you don't exist. Deezy says, I don't think, therefore I not am.
I don't think the first I am. Well. Okay, let me continue with this. Maybe I will adjust the fill here. And then move next. Adjust again. Adjust here. Up. Adjust there. There we go. Then I can fix the face.
Deezy says, if you ask why the grammar is incorrect, the answer is I don't think.
Oh, really? I'm not sure you'll not be able to think actually justifies the lack of grammar. Not gonna lie.
Ricardo Lusoli says, I think am, therefore I don't.
You think I'm therefore you don't? Hmm.
Ricardo Lucili says, don't think, I therefore don't I.
Don't I think, therefore don't I? Wow. That sounds very philosophical. Why don't you are?
Philosophy 100.
Philosophy 100. Really?
Basil says, don't think am, therefore I don't I.
Don't think I'm, therefore don't I?
DZ says, a good wife would make her husband happy, a bad wife would make her husband a philosopher.
What kind of existential crisis do you want her to inflict upon her husband? Imagine that. Being such a wife where your sole interaction, your marriage to your husband actually makes him like contemplate the meaning of life and the existence of the very universe. Wow.
DZ says, it's a quote from Socrates I think.
Is it? Really?
POV, you married an eldritch horror.
Does indeed sound like you married an elder brother. I do agree. Yes. Okay, I think this is kind of working.
Basil
Let's-
Basil says, so crates less than loot crates.
That also sounds like correct, kinda, in a weird way. Sport spreadsheet. So we're going to put it onto attack. And export. Yes, overwrite. And now we will import to the project.
DZ says, if you marry an eldritch horror, there are many ways for her to make you happy. Imagine the possibilities.
Imagine the possibilities. I think that's the issue, right? Such incomprehensible being cannot really be like imagined, technically. So I can only like guess the kind of thing you would like face. Attack. So we have 7 plus 5, that would be 12. 12. And it looks like that. The frame rate is kinda off. Let's give it a try. A game where the protagonist has to kill a beast beyond reasons.
Ricardo Lusoli says, then he goes like, oh god, it truly is beyond reason.
It looks like he's flying. That doesn't look good. The original version looks better. It looks more like he's flying. Yeah, that doesn't have like any weight at all.
Insert DuckTales space stage music.
Hmm. Okay, so this doesn't look right. How about I
Historia
make-
says, join the Patreon, and get free access to my game's prototype.
Yes, please do. Let me see if I can fix this. Maybe if I shrink this a little bit to make it more like a cannonball. Hmm. What if I put it like against the edge like this. I feel like maybe I should not be making sprites on stream. I feel like I get to the point where I'm like doing nothing interesting. Especially when I run into these situations where the animation simply doesn't look correct. Yeah, I don't think this looks right. So let me just remove these things. Let me delete this one also.
Ricardo Lusoli says, if it brings you any relief, I have not fallen asleep from boredom yet.
Well, that's, I suppose, a good thing. Yes.
Element of surprise!
Wow. Wow.
Historia says, DZ used surprise alert.
I notice. Ouch.
Historia
Ouch.
says, Ricardo Lusoli used metal pipe.
I notice. That looks awful. What happened there?
Just making sure, with all those metal pipes your eardrums could have been damaged enough to not hear anything.
That's indeed true. Maybe I should up the price of the metal pipes. Not that you're proposing it.
Ricardo Lusoli says, Lamau.
That doesn't look right.
Ricardo Lucili says, I have enough on stock.
Yep, I imagine that. Yeah. I imagine you do. Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out how to make this look correct. I will limit this to 8 frames. It's looking more like a monster from Yumeniki than the slime I was making. And that's not a good thing. Do you know what I'm referring to? I wonder. I don't know the name of the character. But yeah, it's one of the jump scares in the game, I believe.
DZ says, Uboa.
Is it called Yuboa? Hmm. Hmm. Meditation metal pipe 2? What would be metal pipe 2? I wonder.
Basil says, petition metal pipe 2.
Louder? You realize the current metal pipe actually hits the top of the part
Ricardo
of the...
Lucili says, louder.
It hits the top of the noise bar. Obvious literally cannot like record anything louder. It will just be noise. You want me to like somehow make it even louder than that?
Ricardo Lucili says, yes, I know. Ricardo Lucili says, like those deep fried memes.
Those deep fried memes? What do you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. I just got it. That would be awful. Not gonna lie. That doesn't look right. That's an awful change right there. I just don't like how it looks. What if I move this a little bit, actually? So it's a bit of an arc, right? And then this goes down a little bit. That looks awful. Maybe I should just grab the mode as it is, instead of trying to do something weird with it. Oh,
Basil says, I already see it, Scotland forever, then segues immediately into metal pipe.
that would be incredibly painful for me. Because I'm the one who is going to get caught by it the most often. I have posted an earworm in the meme channel. Now the song will stuck in your head for days.
Deezy says, I've posted an earworm in the memes channel. Now the song will get stuck in your head for days. You're welcome.
We will see, because I'm known for being immune to those things. It's very rare for me to actually get one of those. Ah. Come on. So that looks like this. What do you guys think? These look a bit weird in the middle, I suppose. That reminds me from the yellow ball thing Sass from Sonic Lost World uses to fly. I actually have not played that game. I have mostly not played the Sonic
Ricardo
games.
Lusoli says, that reminds me of that yellow ball thing Zaz from Sonic Lost World uses to fly.
Yeah, I have not really played that game. Sadly.
Ricardo Lusoli says, check general.
Check general. Let's see. General. Oh wow. It does look kinda like it, just in yellow. Well, the one that you posted is actually scarier, in my opinion. Mine is just kinda cute.
DZ says, the Sonic one looks more violent.
It does look more violent. I do agree with that. Should I add like a little trail to make it look more like it's moving more? And it looks like this. Maybe the trail is a little bit too slow. Instead of 1, let's move 2. That doesn't quite look right. Let me do it again. Okay, so we have this. Oh, I cannot modify it while it's playing. That's too sad. Both are really easy to beat, really.
Ricardo
Oh.
Lusoli says, well, both are so easy to beat they are practically a joke too.
Oh, wow. That's so sad. Okay, that looks more correct. Like that. That looks more clean. That looks nice. Okay, that actually looks okay. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, let's export this. Yeah. Okay, now let me import it over here. Come on, image, import strip. I want the attack. That's okay. Convert. New. So it looks like this, right? And we see it in action. Come on.
Element of surprise!
That actually looks nice, kind of. Not quite. I feel like maybe it should look more. Huh? I suppose it looks better. What do you guys think? Ah.
Historia says, Ricardo Lusoli used surprise alert.
I noticed. Yeah, maybe it doesn't look slimy enough, maybe? Maybe the size is also a little bit too big. Maybe I should shrink it a little bit more?
Ricardo Lusoli says, more slime like.
More wobbly? Hmm. The original kinda looks better, I'm not gonna lie. The placeholder one? This one? For some reason it looks way better than the new one. Maybe if you life had a good slime trail and particle effects when he loses HP? I think maybe I just need to modify the sprite as it goes. Like here I could like maybe extend it.
DZ says, make your life harder, with slime trail and particle effects when he loses HP.
That is a completely different thing. We will see that when we see the hit animation. The damage animation. Maybe I should like have it more like this.
Historia says, the, once a sacred place of cleansing and renewal, now harbors a quiet unrest.
Something like that.
DZ says, the golden toilet, once a sacred place of cleansing and renewal, now harbors a quiet unrest.
The golden what? The golden toilet? What?
DZ says, the hero is on a holy quest to unclog the toilet.
The hero is in a holy quest to unclog the toilet? Can you imagine a game that is based on that? Where you go to save the world is to unclog a toilet? I feel like we will end up making a basically the final boss fight, me being like the successor to the great and almighty Boo from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Toilet in Wonderland? I never heard of that.
Ricardo Lusoli says, reminds me of Toilet in Wonderland.
I never heard of that one. Really? It's a good game?
Ricardo Lusoli says, great game, you should play it.
Really? Is there a way to enable like phantoms?
Ricardo Lusoli says, there is a horror section but the monster is Mario.
The monster is Mario. Wow. That sounds like quite a thing. Not gonna lie.
Ricardo Lusoli says, and then you get saved by a fire extinguisher.
You get saved by a fire extinguisher. That could be even... could sound like... the fire extinguisher is sentient, or just by a coincidence you get actually saved? That would be quite a thing. No, it's sentient. It's actually sentient. Oh wow. That makes me feel sorry for the sentient toilet paper. That would be a horrifying existence.
Ricardo Lusoli says, and sassy.
And sassy? Is that better? That doesn't quite look better to me. Maybe if I move the face. Like lower? Like this? And I go... maybe not that low. That doesn't look natural. Ah! Does that look better? Let's check it out. And let's test it inside the game. Image, import, sprites, attack. Better than before?
Ricardo Lucili says, better than before.
I sincerely hope so. Not gonna lie, it doesn't look that better. I can barely see any difference. Yeah.
I wonder what clips you will take from this stream to send ARS.
Really? You're curious about it. I think I will just let him choose. I will send like a bunch of them and see which one he wants. I feel like maybe I should like increase the
DZ
speed of the
says,
attack.
the one talking about toilets, obviously.
What, talking about toilets? Really? Yeah, I feel like the attack needs more punch. Maybe. Hold on. Slime. Let's see. On the attack. That's interrupted. On attack. Here. Maybe I should increase the speed quite a bit. Let's go for a 4. Maybe that would make the attack feel more like a natural attack. Did it even change? It doesn't feel like it changed anything. Not gonna lie. Hold on. Hit attack, on attack, or speed, movement. Oh, I see. I'm using movement for generating the... Okay, so I don't need this. What I need is to increase the value here to 4 instead. That should actually modify it. Okay. Yeah, that's a bigger attack. And that looks Oh, that looks actually hurtful now. What do you guys think? Does that look better? Look at that. The range is actually bigger. Looks like a purple taco. Oh.
Ricardo Lucili says, looks like a proper tackle.
It does indeed. Yeah, it does look like a proper taco. I think that looks actually pretty good. Mm. Okay, I think that's good. Let me update this. So left, I will duplicate this and call this the deprecated version. And I will just duplicate this, call it left. Oh. Let me remove this one first. And then we call this left open. This one, and I will just mirror all frames. That way, we have the other direction. Yeah, it looks correct, actually. Let me just also add the wind up. So let's rename this to deprecated animation, and I will just duplicate that. Set it to left, open, edit, image, mirror all frames. And now we have the left tackle. That looks okay, I think. What do you guys think? Nice. Nice. You might be thinking, how about up and down? I need to make those. Those are going to be a whole different kind of worms. Yeah. We'll rush our way to get a spoon.
Ricardo Lusoli says, would rush after it with a spoon.
Yeah, but now we have it. I think it looks quite nice. What about the straw? That would be interesting also.
DZ says, what about a straw?
Apparently not violent enough. Yeah. This actually looks quite nice, in my opinion. Is it me or takes forever to make a little sprite?
Ricardo Lusoli says, not violent enough.
Indeed. Ouch. 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 Well, at least that thing is actually now looking correct.
Historia says, Ricardo Lusoli used metal pipe.
I noticed. What do we do next? Should I continue like working on the sprites on stream, or should I like start doing it off stream and just posting videos about them? What do you guys think? It depends how much work it would be editing videos would be. I think it would take me less time editing the videos than actually streaming in the process. Yeah. Because I can just chop it.
DZ says, I'm being ambiguous for no reason.
I notice. If you think you should, then go for it. The issue is that I want to stream the whole process of me making the game, right? From start to finish. That's the actual goal. Yeah, I suppose I will just stream the whole process. Besides, there is already the hidden streams.
Historia says, join the Patreon and get free access to my game's prototype.
Yes, please do. There is also the secret streams for the hidden dungeon. Yeah. That's another thing. Yes. Currently we have what?
Do it now, or else.
Oh wow. We have 2 dungeons. Semi-complete. The area for the dungeons is like not quite there also.
DZ says, 249 dungeons.
249 dungeons? Wow. Hola Spike, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido. Hola, hola.
It is time.
Hola. Oh, it is time already? Huh. Ah. Okay. Then let us end the stream here for today. Yes.
Reminds me of the beast with no body and no nose joke. Petition Metal Pipe 2.
Petition Metal Pipe.
Spy.Rabbit says, hola.
Hola. Hola, hola, hola. Estoy bien, Spike. ¿Cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Yes. Hello. I will end here for today. Yes. Thank you so much.
DZ says, okay, good night everyone.
Yeah. Okay. I will end it here for today. Muchas gracias por venir al directo. Voy a parar aquí. Ok. ¿Hacer una pregunta? Adelante.
Ricardo Lusoli says, to everyone to please get a good night's sleep or else he will steal your toothpaste.
Wow. Threats. All the way to the end of the stream. Wow. ¿El océano es una sopa?
Ricardo Lusoli says, good night folks.
Good night. Yo no lo considero una sopa. Si a esos vamos, lo considero más una cloaca. Y infestada de animales, insectos y otras cosas. Ok, good night, buenas noches, adiós, rest well, good night, bye bye.
Lemao.
Bye
100,000 crystals per metal pipe. I have enough on stock. Yuboa. Yes,
Good night,
I am
bye-bye,
aware of you, me
adios.
Nikki. Petition Metal Pipe 2. Luida. Louder. Yes, I know. That's what would make it funnier. Metal Pipe 2, a polymerization of Metal Pipe and Scotland. Like those deep-fried memes. I already see it, Scotland forever, then segues immediately into Metal Pipe. I've posted an earworm in the memes channel. Now the song will get stuck in your head for days. You're welcome. That reminds me of that yellow ball things as from Sonic Lost World uses to fly. Check general. The Sonic one looks more violent. Well, both are so easy to beat they are practically a joke too. More slime-like? Like wobbly-eyed? Make your life harder, with slime trail and particle effects when he loses HP. The Golden Toilet, once a sacred place of cleansing and renewal, now harbors a quiet unrest. The hero is on a holy quest to unclog the toilet. The pale lavatory, once a sacred place of cleansing and renewal,
Spy.Rabbit
now
says,
harbors
duck
a quiet
handshake at
unrest.
Ricardo
An
Lusoli.
actual plumber this time. Not like that mushroom-addled fraud Mario. Reminds me of Toilet in Wonderland. Great game, you should play it. One day. It's random. There is a horror section but the monster is Mario. And then you get saved by a fire extinguisher. No, it's sentient. And sassy. Better than before. The one talking about toilets, obviously. Yes. Looks like a proper tackle. Noise. Would rush after it with a spoon. What about a straw?
Spy.Rabbit
Not violent
says,
enough.
underscore
You should.
dot XD.
I'm being ambiguous for no reason. Depends on how much work editing the videos would be, I guess. If you think you should, then go for it, I guess. Then stream the whole process. 249 dungeons. Hola.
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 Punto XD.
Okay, good night everyone.
Guenon como tapato.
Croissant.
XD. Pues igual bien pan de molde. Así, le puedo hacer una pregunta signo de interrogación abierta.
To everyone to please get a good night's
Mu
sleep
Verthandy
or else
says,
you will steal
sun,
your
sunny
toothpaste.
crescent,
Good
moon
night,
8,
folks.
pointed,
¿El océano
star,
es una
black.
sopa? ¿O la de Marta son de fideos?
C.
Punto XD.
A very bad soup, but still a soup.
Hasta mañana, cara sonriente. Pato apretón de manos @ Ricardo Lusoli, punto XD.
Croissant emoji, rice cracker emoji, banana emoji, sun emoji, crescent moon emoji, black star emoji.
Pan de molde.
Spy.Rabbit says, bread.